Get ready, get set. It's a first look with the Oh Brother Podcast. Welcome back to another First Look with the Oh Brother Podcast. Mike, we're back. We're going to do a first look on the just released trailer for Dune Part 3, which comes out December 18th of this year. And I had to go back and look. So Dune Part 1 came out 2021.
Right.
And then the second part came out 2024. And now we're getting this one.
I didn't think there was going to be a part 2. I disliked, I think we reviewed the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, no way this is going to get another, whatever the investment was, $250 million budget or whatever.
Right.
And lo and behold, the second one made the first one better.
Yeah. And I saw the second part fairly recently. Took me a while to get around to it, and I liked it a lot better than the first one. You know, one of the issues we had, as some other people had commented on with the first one, a lot of the sequences were very dark, and it was hard to follow some of the action.
It was, and when they're out in what are the lime fields or whatever their fields?
The
spice fields.
Yeah.
See, that's how long it's been. I forgot what they called it.
Mike not brushing up on his Dune lore.
Yeah. Well, and this has only been out for a few hours, so it's
correct. So we want to jump right in. It seems to be a pretty lengthy trailer, so we'll watch it through and then maybe go back and comment on some bits depending on what we see and what we hear. So let's just jump right in and take a look.
Let's take a look.
I trusted you. You promised me that you would never take power in your name. You convinced me that this was your home. That I was your home.
What do you know about me?
You've conquered the galaxy. You've destroyed thousands of worlds.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think you're way beyond redemption.
Why are you here?
To deliver a peace proposal.
Peace is a good thing. Why should I refuse?
Because it's meant to destroy you.
We plan to strike the core of Imperial power.
You intend to kill Paul?
Regime change.
Idiot. You've just signed our death warrants.
I found someone.
Feel to be human like everyone else, Paul Atreides.
You have no fear, do you?
I fear dishonor.
You sound like an Atreides.
I've been told I was one.
Finally, a worm.
Forgive me for all I've done.
I didn't see her name came up, Rebecca Ferguson. I didn't see her in the trailer, though. Or did I miss her?
I don't recall seeing her in the trailer either. I did see Robert Pattinson, who looks really cool. He's the one with the short blonde hair. And
okay, I didn't know that was him.
Yeah, it's Robert Pattinson, yeah. You know, this is, again, a star-studded cast. I mean, you've got a lot of the returning. You got Javier Bardem, Zendaya, Rebecca Ferguson, as you mentioned, Anya Taylor-Joy. I don't know if Anya Taylor-Joy was in the second one. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Obviously, Timothée Chalamet.
Same with Momoa. He wasn't in the first one, was he?
No, but he was in the second one, right? Yeah,
Yes.
he was in the second one, yeah.
Yes.
And Robert Pattinson, we mentioned, Florence Pugh, Josh Brolin. And, if you remember at the end of Dune 2, it's that, basically Paul, and now he's Emperor Paul Atreides.
Right,
in the
because
third one.
I keep thinking Poe Dameron. I can't think of his name.
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys I can't get his name stuck in my head. But yeah, so he was killed in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And Rebecca Ferguson is actually Timothée Chalamet's mother. And she's also kind of training him in the second one. So now I think this is him, like you say, taking the throne, so to speak.
Well, that's what he does. What happens at the end of 2. He battles, what's his name there? Elvis at the end of the second one. That's terrible. Like, we're both having trouble with the names today.
Yeah.
Dune Part 2. Let's see. I gotta go back.
You gotta
real
look
quick.
it up. I can't think of it
Austin
either.
Butler. Yeah,
Austin Butler.
They have this duel at the end, and then basically it's, Paul has to make a choice at the end of the second one. He's basically choosing between Chani, Zendaya's character, and his relationship and love for her, or saving the universe.
Correct.
Protecting the fate of the universe, however you want to say it.
See, I'm going to have to go do a rewatch of the first two, because watching this, I was very much I kept looking for the sandworm, which I remember that was a complaint of mine in the first one.
You don't need to go back to the first one, certainly.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think you need to go that far back. But yeah, the second one, maybe do a rewatch on that, because again, that was a little bit more fresh in my mind, because I just had just watched it, hadn't seen that one in the theater as I did with the first one. But this looks like a lot of the continuation of Part 2 in terms of the look, the action, the drama. So I'm excited based on what I'm seeing. And this is a fairly long. I think they're calling it a teaser trailer, but that's over 2 minutes long worth of a trailer that we're getting there. So
yeah, teaser sometimes is only 20 to 30 seconds.
I heard you comment on a worm finally. So Mike excited for the worms to come back.
Well, that was a complaint of the first one. When they did come up, they were like nothing. And if you've seen the 80s Dune, it's all about that big giant worm, Yeah,
we were just talking about Jason Momoa too on our Supergirl review episode, and not highly favorably either. But I didn't have any issue with him in Dune, really. He plays
he
Duncan
fits
Idaho.
this role much better.
I think so.
Like a warrior.
Now, is Momoa got a haircut here? I can't imagine he would shave those locks. So maybe it's pulled back in a ponytail.
I think it's pulled back.
It's hard to...
They can do amazing things with makeup.
Hard to tell, yeah. And obviously, Denis Villeneuve is still at the helm. Oh, there's another shot of... Oh, yeah, because he's got like a ponytail here, Jason Momoa's character, Duncan Idaho.
The first one struggle low at the box office? I don't think it made a profit.
Look up the box office mojo, because I couldn't remember what that pulled in. You mentioned the sizable budget that all of these films have had,
right?
But I don't recall what it took in. Did it come just?
I think the first one lost money, and I was convinced there wasn't going to be a second one because of that, because it was a pretty big budget. But I'll tell you, I don't think it gives... Mojo doesn't give the budget, does it? It just gives the take.
Here's a shot of Robert Pattinson. Do you see? Do you recognize him?
I mean, now I see him. But I didn't see him when I watched the trailer.
Yeah, is it Saitali? Is that how you say his character's name? I'm not sure, but it looks cool, though. He looks super cool.
Okay,
and,
so Dune Part 1.
Right.
Now, it did more than I thought it did, but still... For the budget, it did worldwide $410 million. That's not big.
No, not on the budget.
Now let's look and see the Part 2. Part 2 did $714 worldwide.
Did you say Part 2? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think I
How much?
DEA.
How much was the second one?
The second one made 714.
Okay,
so it more than doubled.
Well, what's your prediction here? I think this is going to be pushing part 2 numbers, quite frankly.
I think, now that we know the characters and we know a lot of the story, and I think people are going to do what I do and rewatch. So I wouldn't be shocked to see the third one hit $1 billion.
I wouldn't
and go that high.
I wouldn't either. Yeah, and you're talking the epic conclusion here of this franchise, which I'm glad to see they put that right in black and white, so it isn't going to be the fourth one and and just drag this thing out. Like, let's have a nice arc.
What did it say? The conclusion?
The epic conclusion. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So I'm excited about that. But this has a huge cult following, and again, the cast, I mean, is crazy, and just Zendaya and Chalamet alone, and he's coming off the Marty Supreme hype and the Oscar nom and all that sort of stuff,
And he did the Bob Dylan thing. He was great. She had very little to do, I think, in either the first or second one.
No, she was so prominently featured,
but not in the first one.
Yeah, she was still featured pretty prominently in the first.
See,
one.
I'm really
I think
forgetting
it comes in maybe halfway through or something, if I'm recalling. Again, I saw that in the theaters, so you're talking 4 or 5 years ago, because I don't think I've done a rewatch on that one. But I was very.
They forced together. They have to be together, or is it? Because I forget the romance part of it.
No, it's just that he's taken up with the Fremen, her people, and it just kind of develops from there.
Okay.
But again, this choice that he's making at the end of the second one, he battles Austin Butler's character, and then basically Florence Pugh says, "Spare my father's life," because Christopher Walken killed Paul's father.
Wow.
And so
I forgot that.
He's out for revenge, basically. And so after this duel, because Austin Butler is like unstoppable, his character, but then anyways, they have this duel and then he gets the better of him.
Now, what about Christopher Walken? Is he in this one? I didn't see him.
I don't know. Well, no, I didn't see him. He's not credited that I see.
I didn't see his name pop up.
And he did survive the second one, because he ends up kissing Paul's ring, is what happens. She says, Florence Pugh makes a plea to Paul and says, "Spare my father's life and I will be your bride," basically, leaving Zendaya cast aside. In fact, that's how it ends. She gets on the sandworm, she calls the sandworm, and then she rides off into the sunset. Yeah. So there's some bad blood between the two starting off, but they're not showing the full cast list here. So it's quite possible that Christopher Walken
holding
will still
some
show
back.
up. Yeah, could be. Could be.
Now, what's the runtime?
I didn't see that here listed, but it's got to be pushing 3 hours, right? You got to believe.
Yeah.
I don't see it in the listing here that I've got.
It's
up
probably
on
on IMDb.
No, that's where I'm looking, and I don't see it there.
And they don't have that's odd.
No.
Because this has been out of post for a while.
Yeah.
When does it hit theaters? In the
December
fall?
18th, 2026.
Wow.
Is when it hits. I'm wondering if maybe it's here on Rotten Tomatoes. Sometimes they have.
So it's going to have competition with Doomsday, the Avengers Doomsday. So maybe that $1 billion estimate might be a little bit
now, what do you think?
too high.
We're going to get anything at Comic-Con regarding this, you think?
I think we're definitely going to get something Doomsday.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd be shocked if we didn't see something Dune.
Mm-hmm.
If they just show this, or maybe even an extended version of it.
At Rotten Tomatoes just shows 0 for the runtime.
Yeah, so they don't. They haven't.
So you're talking a solid 3 hours.
Yeah, so they're probably still clipping it.
Yeah, they could be. Yeah, they could be. But yeah, because they got some time. We're in July, so we still got a few months here post. Well, there you go. Part 3 Dune coming December 18, 2026. Looking forward to this one. It's like I said, I definitely enjoyed the second part more than the first. I didn't hate the first. It just didn't do a whole lot for me at that point. But let us know what you think of this teaser trailer, quote unquote, that we're getting for Dune Part 3. And if you've seen the other two, what's your take on the franchise thus far? What are you most looking forward to in this third and final installment in the series?
Will
if
it
you
live
haven't
up
seen
to
it-
the 1980 version?
1984 to be specific, yeah. But and if you haven't seen the others, are you going to jump on board now, or because that's a lot of movie to take
That's a
in
lot.
to prepare for this third one. You've got time, but it's probably
Right.
going to take you all of the next couple of months to get through the first two. So
Yeah, and the first one is a tough watch. There's way more action in
Yeah.
the second one.
yes, and looks like there's
So-
tons in this part 3. So I'm
Yeah.
excited for that for sure. But all right, there you go. It's going to do it for our first look, Dune Part 3. It's going to do it for another episode of the Yo Brother Podcast. I'm your host, Dan Smith. Alongside me, as always, my brother from the same mother, Mike Smith, and we will see you next time.
Bye, everyone.